This is Chad Monster Box. This is my first time fighting for XKO. I'm super excited. I've been coming to all their shows since I started 6 years ago. Expect my people to be loud. I'm from a small country town. Everyone comes out. They support me no matter what I do. Shout out to Joshua, Texas, and better believe Johnson County is going to be in the building when I come. One of my favorite sayings, I get a big tattoo on my waist of it, and from Tombstone is "Say Win." So, I'm ready. Now it's just up to him. Say win.
This fight is brought to you by Young Ideas, your local dish and satellite provider. Knockout cable today.
The end of football season is the saddest time of year. Every February it just goes away. I can't watch it.
But you're paying for it.
I know, right?
I hear you.
You do?
Yeah. Let's change that.
Let's change it.
Save money by dropping the channels you don't need at any time. Only with a Flex Pack. Dish. Tuned into you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Antonio Perkins joined with Chad Flores. We are back at XKO 35 here at the Gasoline Live. Sold out crowd, isn't that right, Chad?
3,000 some odd people crowded up in here.
And they all are here to watch Raymond Jackson put in work tonight. And I'll tell you, Raymond Jackson has been here a couple times. And, he's one of those fighters where it's almost like he performs better if he's being pursued in the cage. If his back is against the cage.
Well, his last fight was a no contest.
Right.
And that was back in 2015. So, he's 30 years old.
Right.
So, should be interesting. Definitely not over the hill, but, I'd like to see if he can get out here and produce.
He's one of these fighters, man, that is lean, mean, athletic. And that's so crucial. That's so crucial to be in the sport, to not only show your physical athleticism.
He absolutely does. He looks like a great athlete.
Looks like a wide receiver. Looks like a NFL wide receiver.
He does.
And I've seen him in some predicaments where the fight didn't go his way, and he grew from that, and he continues to grow from that.
He can. You can do it if you're willing to put in the work.
And I'm looking to see him make improvements on his striking, on his ground game. He's a tough kid. He's got wind, and he's tough. And so we're looking forward to see him get in here and get that attitude in there again.
It's not going to be easy against Chad Box.
Oh, Chad Monster Box in here.
He hasn't lost yet. He's 2-0.
And he has brought damn near 10% of his whole entire city with him. I think he's packed the house wall to wall.
He's about 300 people from Joshua.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, he's going to bring it. I've seen him fight. This guy is tough. He is a tough fighter. If you ever wanted to embody the mental attitude and toughness of a warrior, that's Chad Box.
Yeah, he's got a submission. He's got a knockout. He's had 9 professional fights. So, he's got a lot of experience even though he's only had 2 fights.
Right. And he's walking down now getting checked out. He's up in the cage with Raymond Jackson. And I'll tell you what, Chad Box is one of those guys where he talks the talk and walks the walk. He's coming out of Phalanx MMA. And that's a great boxing training school.
I tell you, he's got something we don't. A head full of hair.
Yeah, he does. And we're bald in that region. Chad Box's hands are so quick. And the thing is, once he finds a weakness in his opponent, he keeps going and he ups the intensity.
I tell you what, he's got a lot of people up there in those fluorescent shirts. A lot of people with cameras up there.
He is a crowd favorite. He's somebody who is a family man. And
well, you remember this last year, Joshua, over there, they had that football player pass away. So, we can send our condolences out to the entire community. Yep. That's tough on those people. We wish them well. And they seem to be pretty tight-knit over there.
Right. And that's what you have in your community. When you support your local fighter, you might get a couple of households. No, the whole city of Joshua wrote an article about Chad Monster Box fighting tonight. And I'll tell you, it got so much buzz. And he really is a big influence in his community. He takes care of his daughter. You know, he's a good dad. He's a great father. And he fights. And he fights well. He's got a great attitude. He's not in there talking trash. You know what I'm saying? He's in there, and he's an athlete.
This has all the makings of a very entertaining fight. I'm ready.
And here he is. We're going to turn it over to Travis Baxter as the man himself, the phenom, Chad Monster Box, steps into the cage.
I'm definitely ready to see. He's certainly prancing around there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the following contest will have 3 3-minute rounds. It's in the 170-pound weight division. Your referee for this contest, Aladdin Martinez. This contest is sponsored by Young Ideas, Dish Retailer, and HD TVs. Now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing out of the Young Ideas Dish Retailer blue corner. He's trained in boxing, wrestling, and Muay Thai. He holds a professional fight record of 0 wins and 2 losses. He stands 6'2" and weighed in at 170 pounds. Representing KO Empire from Oakland, California, fighting out of Mesquite, Texas, Ramon Jackson. And ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the Jim Ross Law Group red corner, he's trained in freestyle fighting and holds a fight record of 2 wins and 0 losses. He stands 6 foot tall and weighed in at 169 pounds, representing Phalanx MMA and 5-Star Fortress from Joshua, Texas, Chad Monster Box.
Well, after they get those Joshua people calmed down, we'll have a fight.
I want you to obey my commands at all times. If you want to touch gloves, you can. I'll call you out, okay?
You know, that has to make you feel pretty damn good when you come out here one-on-one with your opponent and you have that kind of support.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I mean, I'm sorry, but that many people can't be wrong if you're an athlete and you bring something to the table. You know, that's got to be a great support system.
Well, you know, his career's still early. So, you know, it could go either way. He could shoot off, win 19 in a row. You know, he could run into bumps along the road.
Well, here we go. The bell is rung. Chad Monster Box in the white, Raymond Jackson in the black and camo. Here we go. Round 1, 3 3-minute rounds. And you know, the thing is about Chad Monster Box is that he's trained with Duran Lamb, a great striking coach. So that's where you get the patience from right now. Raymond Jackson trying to feel his distance here.
I tell you what, Raymond Jackson's about 6% body fat.
Yeah.
And that's impressive as well.
I'll tell you, Raymond has a crazy amount of reach.
He does. He's got long arms. And a very awkward fighting stance and style. He has unorthodox angles here.
And I'll tell you right now, when he steps in that jab, I mean, it's going to pop.
Yeah, he's going to orthodox to southpaw, back and forth, you know.
And Chad is keeping it tight right now. He's keeping it tight, feeling it out. He's just waiting. The thing about Chad is he's real mellow early on in the fight, but then, you know, once he smells blood, he just goes 100% haul tilt.
Well, you know what they say about those bearded guys named Chad? You got to watch them.
Yes, sir. Yes,
you got to watch those guys. I'll tell you what, that Joshua community will cheer anything.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that's a fun crowd to be around tonight.
He got hit in the stomach, and they erupted like they had won the Super Bowl here in Dallas again.
Well, I'll tell you what, here in Texas, boy, I'll tell you what, they will cheer, they will pull. We don't believe in defeat too much, do we?
No. And I'm not shy about my feelings for Jerry Jones. You got to do something with Romo. Let's get this thing finished.
Yes, sir. He might be in the crowd watching.
That'd be nice to meet, Tony. Maybe get around to golf in this weekend.
All right. And that's the second time that Raymond's done a lower leg kick to the calf of Chad. You know, throwing his timing off, really, is what he's doing.
Well, Raymond, his whole timing is off. He just has an awkward style.
And that's the thing, is you really can't, if you're Chad, you really can't
prepare for that.
Yeah, you can't time yourself. You know, neither one of these guys want to go to the ground at all. Crowd is fired up, yelling box right now. gives him ammunition right now to Chad Box to go ahead and get a little bit more lively with this fight now. He's just picking his punches. Great front kick by Chad.
Well, I tell you what, win or lose, if Chad Box don't get this decision, we may have to fight our way out of here. I may have to come out of retirement to get out of here.
I'll tell you what, this crowd
got that whole side over there sealed off. I'll tell you what, I got the little ones. You got the big ones.
Oh, I won't be here to watch. I'll be over there in the party bus taking off. Right now, about 5 seconds left in the round one. And there we go. That's round one, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go ahead and go to both corners. Check out round two when we come back. Chad Monster Box, Raymond Jackson. Here we go. No touch of the gloves. Here at the Gas Monkey Live, XKO 35, sold out crowd of 3,000 here in Dallas, Texas.
I tell you what, you can notice clearly from here, Jackson, his hands are much bigger than Box's.
Oh yeah, you can just look at the gloves.
Oh yeah.
But you know the good thing about Box's being a little bit smaller than Raymond's, he can sneak those punches in a little bit quicker, and he probably put a little more power behind.
He might be able to do it.
It almost looks like Raymond's gloves are a little bit too big.
They may be.
Uh-oh. Chad Box bouncing back right there. No phase, no harm. Raymond staying active. Chad staying active. Both of us waiting for that sweet spot.
Truthfully, both of them are waiting a little too long. But I feel like Jackson's getting the better of it so far.
You know, when you're the reactionary puncher, you really got to bring something with a bigger combination than a 1-2.
I agree. You're either initiating it or you have to try to one-up them to get that back.
I'll tell you right now, Raymond is moving so much, you really can't get a base on which way to go with him.
It's very challenging. If you were Chad Box in there right now, you'd really have to.
I'd have a hard time.
Fight getting frustrated
because you don't know when he's throwing a punch. He's changing up. He's changing up stances so quickly. You're like, okay, is he throwing right or left?
Yeah. You don't know where he's going to be.
And I mean that maybe that's what Raymond's camp was to try to confuse Chad. Don't let him get comfortable.
Well, so far he's done an admirable job at doing that. He's cutting angles. He's moving side to side. He's in. He's out. He's southpaw. He's orthodox.
Well, the thing is, Chad needs to be a little bit more aggressive because that's where his bread and butter has always been, is being aggressive. If you see Raymond going to throw a leg kick, now his hands are going to drop.
Yeah.
And so then you need to go ahead and let him do that leg kick, check it, and then just fire right in with a couple of combinations.
Well, Chad is doing a poor job of stepping over and cutting off the cage. I mean, he could stop a lot of that movement if he'd just square up on him and step over him. A lot of cheering going on, nothing really happening.
Right.
What this amounts to right now at this moment is about like shadow boxing.
Right. And I mean, the thing about it is that, and that's okay to shadow box, but somebody has to be more the aggressor.
Somebody's going to have to do something.
Exactly. There we go. There's that right that Chad. There's that leg kick. Now he needs to follow that leg kick up again with something else.
They got me a handful of sweat, Antonio.
Hey, more souvenirs, my brother, more souvenirs. I'll tell you, I mean, my hat's off to Raymond changing things up.
I think he's winning the fight. Beyond that,
Third and final round, Chad Monster Box taking on Raymond Jackson, and it has been a stalemate for both these fighters going into round 1 and 2. Very difficult to judge. Raymond Jackson changing his stance up. Chad Box going in there with a couple rights, couple lefts, couple kicks, scoring points, trying to just really pick this guy apart. I'll tell you, going into Chad's corner, I'm sure his coaches are saying, Chad, I know you're having a hard time out there. This guy will not stand still.
Yeah, he's got to try to cut off the cage and get aggressive. And if you're Raymond Jackson, you've got to try to land a few more blows and keep up this movement. You can get out of here with a win. 2 or 3 good punches.
But you're right. Chad needs to go ahead and cut him off, keep him in that corner, and just start wailing on him.
He's following him around, but part of that problem is I get souvenirs galore over here. He's moving so much, he follows him and he can never catch up.
I don't think Raymond Jackson has slowed down a beat. I mean, this
No.
guy has got cardio
Yes.
for a day. That's why he has 2% body fat.
I bet he could go 10 rounds.
Yeah.
And I bet the 10th round would look just like this one.
Yeah, it would.
Because he's not
I don't
stopped.
think I've seen Raymond quit yet. And you can't sleep on Chad Box. That's the thing. If you stop moving against Chad Box, he is going to get you. He's going to light you up.
And that's a credit to Raymond. It's Chad's job to solve the puzzle. You know, it's his job to get it done.
I don't think I've seen Raymond slow down.
No,
the
looked
cup
like
shot.
he might have took one to the twig
Well,
and berries.
Hell, he took one to the he
Yeah.
took one to the
My.
he took one to the lower member and still kept going.
Yeah,
Even-
it appears he got one in the Teletubbies.
yeah. I mean, most guys take a couple minutes, 5 minutes max. You know, that's
No.
what they want.
He shook
Not
it
Raymond.
off.
Oh, he shook it off big time.
Oh, yeah.
Now there we go. Now, once Chad gets that leg body kick in, you know, go ahead and go for a couple combination, maybe an uppercut. I mean, Chad has the power, he has the strength, and he has the quickness.
I'm just not sure how you score this.
This has got to be tough on the judges.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Chad finally got in there, slowed Raymond down, going for the takedown. Now, this might be the defining factor that Chad needs.
Yeah. That takedown may win him the fight.
Now, Chad needed this about a round ago, but he's got it now, and he's taking full advantage of it. Now, better yet, if he can end it right now, that would be even solidify it for sure.
Yeah. You don't
We
want
got
to leave it in the
10
judge's
seconds
hands.
left in the fight. We got 10 seconds left in the fight. Chad needs this.
Bang, bang, bang. Yes, sir, Bob. I was thinking.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. The judges scored it 29-28, 29-28, and 30-27 by unanimous decision. Your winner, Chad Monster Box!
Let's get the man of the hour inside the middle of the cage. Chad Monster Box, let's talk about it. 3 hard-fought rounds. Now, what was that like being in the cage chasing Raymond? I mean, he didn't stop for 1 second. How frustrating was that?
First thing I want to do is thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ through all things possible. Second, my dad just had a major surgery. We didn't know if he was going to be able to get here tonight. Love you, Dad. He's out there in the wheelchair. He's out there in the wheelchair. Man, shout out to Raymond. That's a tough fight. Semi-pro football player just like me, man. We come from the same background. I'm sorry the fight wasn't very exciting. I just came here, did what I had to do, collect this paycheck. Hey, is Joshua, Texas in here?
Definitely for sure we got you. You got your support crew here, Chad. How good does it feel to come in here and do this sport and have the support that you have in your family and friends? What does that mean to you?
You know, man, it means everything. Coming from a small town, you know, I actually benefit from that. There's so many fighters in big cities like Fort Worth, you know, you don't get to keep all the fans. I'm so blessed to be from Johnson County. Everyone supports me. As far as just the fans, local businesses, you know, I'm from Joshua, 076058, you know, and hey, we're here with Johnson County. I want to thank all my sponsors. First, I want to thank Coach D with Fade Links, man. You already know, everybody knows what we do. I ain't got to say nothing else about that. Melvin, both Melvins right here. F5, my new Muay Thai school. Holla at you. 5-Star Fitness, everybody works out of 5-Star. All my sponsors over there in the VIP cabana. I love every one of y'all. Chris Vandegrift, David Tomlin. Thank all y'all for supporting me. John Shaw, Tactical Solutions. Sydney, Justin Petty Tattoo. Man, I'm gonna forget 100 people, but I love all y'all. Richard Vandegrift, my manager, where's he at? Hey, love you to death. Hey, oh, here we go, hold on. Let me get back to Richard. Spice Rack, we got Harley Davidson, the Players Nightclub, Joshua Chiropractic, Dr. Poole, appreciate you. IT Smart Solutions, Nelson's Barbecue, Texas Overhead Door, Lone Star Roofing, State Farm, Jerry Chevrolet. All right, let's get back to Richard, man. I love this man so much. He's my manager. He does everything for me, doesn't ask me for a freaking dime. There's nothing I could ever do to pay him back. He's my biggest mentor. He's completely changed my life 3 years ago when I met him. Greatest man I know. Most selfless man I know right there. Love you to death, Richard. I can never say that enough. Hey, Joshua, let's party, baby!
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your winner, Chad Monster Bob!